Hey everyone, it's the Beers. I'm just going to do a quick little video here showing you the rest of my Alien collection. I figured, well, I've already showed you all the Kenner figures out there. Might as well show you everything else that I own, including those NECA figures. We'll take a good look at those. And, yeah. So, first off, I'm going to start looking at these McFarlane diorama figures. So, yeah, they're not really action figures. They're supposed to be diorama, but I kind of retooled them to actually make them action figures. Talk about where on which figures and all the good stuff, and we'll be right back when we get to the Xenos. I guess we'll go with the Xenos first. Alright, now, first up we got a really good look at the... Well, it is way too tall to even fit on camera. Here we go. This is just a Warrior Xeno. This is from the AVP series. The good one, not the shitty, horrible abomination that is AVPR. And, there's a little thing missing from the bottom there. There's a base. I don't know what it is. It's around here somewhere. Like I just actually dug these out from under my bed today. They've been there in the shoebox forever. So, yeah, I had these when I was a child. So, literally early teens, I think, when this series came out. So I was still refilling with extras because I was a loser. So I opened them up, played with them, all that good stuff. These were very well played with some other 334s in its figure. And I'll show you how they scale with that. Let's see. Well, we'll do that in a little bit. But here is this little Xeno. This is the one that actually stabs the Predator in the chest. And I'll go ahead and show you that now. Whoa! See, he needs the display base, which he doesn't have. But this was originally... Let me bend it. This tail was originally connected to this. Now, me being a kid and I wanted to play with my figures, having an alien that was removable from its base, but eternally tethered to a predator, just didn't sit right with me. So, snip. Kind of regret that now, but hey, you get a cool little predator figure here, and you got a Xeno that can move around. And one actually did get his tail chopped off in the movie, which is actually another figure, so that's a good segue to the other Xeno. Goodbye. And here it is. Now, something that you'll find that is very notorious about these early to mid 2000s, what are they? McFarlane figures. They break easy. They break way too easy. And like I said, I just had this in a shoebox under my bed for God knows how many years, and his leg broke off. But, where the hell is it? Here it is. Here it is right here. And it's just going to take some super glue, glue it back on, and we'll be good to go. Nice shot of my hand there. So we just, glue it back on there. Be no problem. Be no problem at all. But this thing has like no articulation whatsoever because these are supposed to be diorama figures, which is weird. I don't know why you would produce a series of action figures that actually have pretty good posability, which we'll take a look at of one of them here in a little bit, the ones I actually own. And then you release series 2 of that, and it's just these little diorama figures. I would have been totally okay with these 3/4 of an inch scale figures. They're bigger than that, but they scale with those 3 3/4 of an inch figures. I've been perfectly okay with shrunk down figures like that, And for the most part, we kind of got that. We see a glimpse of that, but they're barely posable figures. At least his head's got some really good articulation there. But yeah, definitely gonna have to super glue this. And what's cool about this is he actually fits in the hand of a predator, which we'll take a look at here in a little bit. Actually, we're ready for the predators, because we're going to save the Her Majesty for last. So, here's the predator. I believe this is the Celtic predator. And this one is actually pretty articulated. I mean, he's a bit back heavy. Oh, hey, wonderful. Like, you put his arms down, bam. But if you get him in a good pose like this, he can stand up no problem. And that looks pretty good, in my opinion. But he came packaged like this. Let's see if I can get him to go back. You know, I want to stop the camera and work this real quick. So yeah, they had a display stand that they came with, which is right here somewhere, so when I find it, that'll be great. But they just fit together like this, and it was pretty cool. At least they separated and all that good stuff, but as I was talking about the other Xeno, his tail is actually cut, because that happens in the movie. So I figured it wouldn't be too bad for that Xeno, which actually has some articulation to be able to move. And wonderful, look, his leg broke too. Just the glue, because these were never really meant to be played with. But, you know, I was a dumb kid, so... And, yeah, you can see it's separated there. I mean, it just pops back in, but that kind of sucks. I have to super glue that back into place too, and once I find the display base, this will be a really nice figure. I'm not going to try and glue the tail back on it because that just looks stupid in the first place. In my opinion, McFarlane, don't know why you did that. But, yeah, that's the two Xenos that they released in the wave right there. And, yeah, it's kind of disappointing. They got a lot of really good Predator figures, but not that many Alien figures at all. But, now we're going to go to the... Let's go to the Birth of the Hybrid playset. Alright, now this is the Birth of the Hybrid playset. You can see it's missing the little centerpiece, which is right here somewhere. I remember seeing it a couple months ago, and I didn't know where this stand was. So, it's around here somewhere, and I'll find it eventually when I'm digging through stuff, and put it together, and again, and as you know, this is the scene from the movie. As you can see, it's really nicely detailed inside there, where this guy happens, the Pred Alien. So that's really nice. So basically he would be laying in there on the pedestal. God, that is really dark. And it also came with the Elder Predator, which is a really nice figure. I really like it. It just doesn't have any articulation. No articulation in the leg, can't even swivel the feet. Only articulation it has, the head and the shoulders. Oh, and the hands too. So, yay! No. This is a sucky figure, articulation-wise. It looks pretty, but... God, I don't know what you're thinking with this wave, McFarlane. It's pretty bad. Really bad. But yeah, that was the Birth of the Hybrid playset. And, I can't believe I actually loved these things back in the day. And, let's see, we got one more Predator to look at. And this is the best one. And he came with this display stand, which is, again, incomplete. Somewhere around here. And let's look at the display stand first. It actually has a guy cocooned on there, and it has an open egg at the bottom that's supposed to snap on here. Again, it's right here somewhere. And you can actually take this guy out of here, which is really neat. I mean, he's still pretty much cocooned and everything, but... Oh shit, there we go. You can take him out. Take a good look and everything. It's clear plastic, but you know, it's kind of neat, I think. And we'll pop him back in here. Oh man, this thing's dusty. But now here's the Predator. I gotta refocus this camera, it's not that great. There we go. That's really good focus. Now you take a really good look at this Predator, and you see he's got the little alien symbol already on his helmet. So this is the Hero Predator. And yeah, look at those big ass blades. Good lord. I really like this figure. It's a really nice, good, whoa. It's a really good 3 3/4 inch scale Predator figure, which we don't get that many of. I don't think we get that many at all. But yeah, it's really, really nice. I like it a lot. Now we're just going to set him over here to the side. Get the display base back over here. Now, for the big one. Yeah. Now, let me bring this back. This was supposed to connect to this. And, see this little jaggedy pattern here? That's supposed to connect to this base. So, like I said, that base is right here somewhere. So that'll make a really good display piece if I can find that base right here somewhere. I know it's around here somewhere, so... yeah, I just gotta find it. But, as you can see, there's two little pegs. Oh, and you talk about that here too. There's two little pegs at the bottom of his feet, and there are metal pegs. Metal pegs. Instead of actually having pegs on the display stand, McFarlane's dumbasses put metal pegs jutting out of the figure. So the only way you could get them to stand up was to have them on the display base. That is so stupid. Who would do that for any figure? Ever? No, you put the holes in the bottom of the feet, and then you put the pegs on the display base. Why would you do it the other way around? That is so stupid. But I guess it was a further emphasize, like, oh yeah, you're not supposed to play with these figures, but still, that's stupid. Even collectors hate that idea. I hate that idea as an adult. But yeah, this kind of a horrible introduction there, but this is the queen. Oh shit, now she's not gonna stand up. In detail, there we go. She came with this. Now, she actually has big ass, you can actually see the remnants of them in there. They're actually super glued in there. So what I had to do, back in the day I had to get my dad to get pliers and work these fuckers off. And then we had to sand it down without actually hurting the figure, which we did right there in the corner. Like I said, I'm never going to get rid of these figures, so. And yeah, basically did some custom work. This was the first custom work I ever did for a figure. Well, ever had done for a figure. It's like, I didn't do it myself. I wasn't that strong back then. But yeah, this is a really nice queen figure. Really nice. And that NECA figure that's coming up, I really want that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it, but I really want it. And it's got some really nice movements. It's got some really nice poses. This thing is just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And it's in the 3/4 inch scale too, so that's really nice. I mean, that's what I used to collect when I was a kid, so this was just perfect for me. And yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Shit. You just got some battle damage up here. But again, McFarlane, why would you put the metal pegs in the feet? That's so stupid. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you some scales here. Oh, let's leave the base in there. Of what these figures actually look like. Scaled to normal 3/4 inch figures. And give me 1 second. That's how big the queen is compared to a normal 3/4 inch figure. This, you know, is a Sand Trooper from Hasbro. And I gotta say, that is an accurate scale if I've ever seen one. I mean, that's pretty much in line with the way the NECA one is with their 7-inch figures. So that is a really nice scaling queen, in my opinion. It just looks really good. Really good. Now we gotta show some more figures. Here's Dr. Phil next to a Predator. And, yeah, this Predator's hunched over, but size-wise, I think that's pretty damn accurate. In case you wanted to see one of James Cameron's greatest creations stomp one of his worst, there you go. I just want to add that this queen seems to be in scale with the power loader that came with the Aliens Colonial Marines Collector's Edition, which is really nice. And while we're here, we'll take a look at this little small shelf. There are the two facehuggers from the AVP 2010 Hunter Edition, the broken one on the bottom, and the replacement one on top. And there's the sealed 360 Collector's Edition for Colonial Marines. Alright, I had to make the frame a little bit bigger for this guy. This is the McFarlane Grid Alien from the first Alien vs. Predator. And I really like this figure. I've had this figure for a long time. This is one of the first items I ordered from Big Bad Toy Store. So yeah, and something that always irked me, the one I got has the wrong fucking tail. Yeah, the Grid Alien was supposed to have like some kind of battle damage tail or something. Something that was distinct to him. I can't remember exactly what it was, but ended up being the same one that came from the Drone Alien, which I had, but being a mid-era McFarlane figure, it fucking broke. So, yeah. Those things are so terrible. I know a lot of people, they complain about their Queen, their McFarlane Queen breaking. You know, the movie Maniacs one. That's just terrible. But yeah, let's get some good dramatic lighting on here. As you can see, this thing is just beautiful. I love it. It doesn't have that much articulation in the legs. It's got a really nice display base, which plays homage to Alien 3. And go ahead and throw this in here, since I don't have the warrior alien, or the drone alien anymore, whatever the fuck it was called, I can't remember. This is his accessory. That's what came with him. It was just one of those props in that. So basically, if you'd bought like 6 of the drones, you could put them in here and have a nice diorama. So I guess that's kind of cool. But yeah, it's one of my oldest. This was my first alien figure, I think. No, the drone was my first alien figure. And this is one of my first. And it's definitely my oldest. So yeah, I'll take good care of this thing. Even, yeah, it's beautiful. Alright, now we're moving into the first of the NECA figures. NECA figures. And let's get that dramatic lighting back out because that looked cool. And it's the Pred Alien from AVPR. The movie might be complete and total shit. It might be the worst thing that happened to the franchise. I hate you, Strauss Brothers. But this design is fucking awesome. What it does to pregnant ladies in the movie will be left unnamed, but still, this figure, design-wise, is awesome, but it's got a few flaws. Leave the dramatic lighting there. Barely any articulation, and it's pre-posed. So it's basically, oh, hey, you pose it here, and it's supposed to come with a display stand. I don't know where that's at. I'll find it eventually. But, see, thankfully, NECA knows what they're doing, and they didn't have the metal tabs on the bottom of the figure. They did it just like everybody else should. Learn. Learn, McFarlane. Learn! And, yeah, you can see he's got, a little dome up top. Really nice. You see the skull inside. Some really cool detail and everything. It's just a nice figure. It's just, you know, posability and, you know, when I got this, playability, not that great. Now, as an adult collector, I can, you know, appreciate how detailed it is, how beautiful this figure is, you know, for the price. You know, because basically, action figures, once you turn to a collector, they're posable statues, pretty much. At least that's the way I think of them. And, ooh, you can even see the inner jaw inside there. Can you open up the mouth? Oh, you can open up the mouth. All these years, I never even knew. Does his inner jaw come out? Let me check that real quick. No, it does not. And once you do that, I don't know if it's supposed to do that or not, because, like, his inner thing is kind of bent and shit. I don't remember that from the movie. But, yeah, that's weird. Yeah, it's not a bad looking figure. Oh, that's nice lighting right there. I mean, I've always loved the design of this Pred Alien. It's just I didn't like what he did to pregnant women in the movie. That's just fucked up. I'm sorry. The fact that you've done that in every single film that you've done, Strauss Brothers, just means you're demented. I hate the Strauss Brothers. And since we're talking about AVP here, might as well go ahead and show the Predator from NECA for AVPR. And yeah, it's really nice. I mean, the shoulder cannon is not the second shoulder cannon. I know where it's at, though. I found it. And the blades actually extend, which is nice. It's got his accessories, and I usually just pose him and the Pred Alien fighting, which is always nice. Always nice. And his little thing popped off somewhere. Like I said, these are all in the boxes and shit that I had to go dig out. But up next is one that I actually bought as an adult collector, and this is probably the pride of my collection right now, I think. Hudson. Yes, Hudson. Just, this figure is awesome. This is when NECA really got into it, and I can't believe I haven't bought any more of these. I actually got this through Power Awards, if you don't follow me at the old channel I used to be at. Did a whole video about this. There was a whole competition and all that shit. Basically, get enough people to sign the petition that I was working for so I could open this. And I've decided that every NECA figure I get from now on, I'm going to open, including the Queen if I get her. But this is just, this thing's beautiful. This thing, oh, that's bad. Don't put that at the camera. Yeah, this Hudson figure is just amazing. Just amazing. I mean, look at this. Well, can we get some good lighting in there? And look at this. This is the motion tracker, his pulse rifle. That's so cool. So detailed. I mean, this thing was only $50, not 50, $15 retail, so that's nice. Really nice. And nobody's making any Marine figures at all. They're just all the Japanese companies like S&H Monster Arts, Play Arts Kai. They're just focusing on the actual aliens. They're not caring about Marines. And like Haya Toys, they're a brand new company. They're making Aliens, Colonial Marines stuff that's in the 3 3/4 scale. Haven't even announced a Marine yet. I would like to have an O'Neill figure. I would like to have like a Winter figure, stuff like that. You know, that'd be nice just to have, because they're doing the Aliens, Colonial Marines line. Might as well have some Marines from Aliens, Colonial Marines. I'm just saying. But I have to really commend NECA for actually making a Marine action figure, which is awesome. I mean, McFarlane did some, Nox edit a few years ago when they had the license to make these figures, and they were just terrible in my opinion. Terrible. And like, to get the good ones, you had to be part of their special collectors club, and like to get the helmeted Hicks. That actually came with like the shotgun. No, he came with the shotgun. Otherwise, it came with the facehugger, the dead facehugger that he picks up. So yeah, best figure that I own right here. And just we'll do a quick little go around here of the collection real quick. Yeah, just do a little quick look at how the collection looks right now. And there's all the Kenner stuff at top. The reaction figures, which I highly recommend you buy because they're awesome. And yeah, just want hopefully I can add some more NECA figures to that really, really soon. And that's going to be for this video. I just want to share the rest of my Aliens collection with you guys. I know I included some Predator stuff too, but it's AVP, so might as well. I don't actually own any Predator figures that aren't AVP, so yeah, I like Predator, but not that into it. There's some Predator figures I like though, like the Wasp Predator actually comes with an alien head on a stick. But that's just because it's alien, so yeah. I like that Queen model so much. The Queen and Hudson, I think, are my favorite figures. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about this, and yeah, Beer Xeno out.